This is what happens when you poke the bear and when friends turn enemies.
Dillon Brooks guarding Shai. Meet him at the rim, a little chatter.
Pull-up jumper, good for Alexander. He points at Dillon Brooks with a smile on his face.
And this is how you respond after a Game 1 letdown.
It's an avalanche here in the third quarter for the Pistons, an 18-point lead. Ball poked away, Thompson picks it up, and Thompson throws it down.
So let's start in OKC, where SGA received the Clutch Player of the Year award for his late-game heroics during the season. And right off the bat, he started dissecting the Suns' defense.
2 went to Devin Booker. That's an easy shot. He's got to make that.
Alexander gets downhill and scores. Alexander trying to break down Booker. The pull-up jumper is good, and Alexander with 8 points now. Have hit 6 of their last 7. Alexander with the high bank shot.
With 11 first-quarter points, Shai put the Thunder up by 9. And Phoenix had a prepared answer, but not from the usual suspects.
Tries to kick it out, it's deflected, and now O'Neal lets it fly. That's good, a much-needed hit. O'Neal with the lob, and there's Malawatch with the slam. Point lead for Oklahoma City. Gillespie with the skip. O'Neal spot up 3. It's there. Second three-pointer for O'Neal, and it's a 1-point game.
Royce O'Neal single-handedly ignited an 8-0 blitz, getting his team back within 1. The Suns finished the opening quarter strong.
Phoenix, after Oklahoma City stole momentum back. Can they get a 4-point possession? Gillespie takes it inside and swishes it home. Now in the switch, Gillespie forced to defend Alexander, and a strip and steal. Booker ahead of the pack, challenged, but gets the layup. His first basket of the quarter.
In the second, the game turned into a battle of the Jalens, at least scoring-wise.
Hartenstein went straight up. Williams with the slam in transition. And Dillon Brooks and Cason Wallace collide, but Jalen Green stops at the elbow, and that one rolls home for his second field goal of the game. He's got 4 points, and it's a 4-point game. Impact them 64 wins, the best in the NBA. Green step back threes on the way, and it rattles down.
See, you can punish them.
Green can't hit the pull-up. Loose ball into the hands of Wallace. They got a 3-on-2. Williams attacks, hangs, goes to the other side of the rim and scores, plus a foul.
Jalen Williams and Jalen Green went head-to-head all quarter long, scoring 13 and 12 points respectively, keeping it a tight race. I'm telling you, there's too many Jalens in the NBA, but there's only one Dillon Brooks, and he made his presence felt on the defensive end.
And here comes Alexander driving, creates a little room, missed the shot. Brooks says something to him as he falls, and here comes Iguodala driving, has it poked free from behind. Thunder ball, Williams down court, deflected Brooks. He tries to save it as he goes to the floor, out of bounds to the Thunder.
This guy is just all out, all over the floor. Shai never made it up the floor. You try to beat him, but Dillon Brooks guarding Shai. Meet him at the rim, a little chatter.
Dillon tried to get into SGA's head, but on the very next play, he let him know what's up.
Oh, can I close space?
Pull-up jumper, good for Alexander. And he points at Dillon Brooks with a smile on his face.
Alexander swishes the midi over Brooks and points at him, smiling like, look at this dude. He got him alright, but not as bad as Booker got Lou Dort.
We're here for every bit of this.
Backdoor Booker got the defender off his feet and puts it down.
Book sent Dort to Neverland with the hezzy. The Suns were hanging on in this one, trailing by only 8 points at the half. So things got feisty between the two fellow Canadians in the third.
But there's only so many possessions that can be taken up by individual players. Little Lou Dort, Dillon Brooks.
And a technical foul called on both guys. Double tees, says crew chief James Williams.
Come on, ref, let him bark a little bit. It's the playoffs. It's not like they're gonna fight, for Christ's sake. They're friends after all. Anyway, a couple of minutes later, the home fans had a scary sight when J-Dub got a head of steam on the fast break and seemed to injure his hamstring. He was holding on to it and had to leave the game for good. That's the last thing you want to see, but luckily for them, Chet Holmgren was ruling the paint on both ends of the court.
Racing up the floor, going right at Holmgren. It rolls off the rim, Booker there. Oh, and a rejection by Holmgren. Going to work again, fakes the pass, and then fires underneath to Holmgren, who scores. What a play by the MVP. Leans in. Another block from Holmgren.
It's reach-at party in OKC. Holmgren with 11 of his 19 points and 3 blocks within a matter of minutes got the crowd buzzing. Up by double digits, it looked like the Thunder were finally breaking their opponent.
Gilgeous-Alexander attack and kick. 3 from Caruso is good. Mitchell goes right to the rim. Maybe Brooks thought he was going to stop and kick it out. Instead, he just took it all the way to the cup.
AJ Mitchell put OKC up by 17 points when things got testy again on the other end.
Of time.
Another Oklahoma City foul. Now Booker's going to go to the line for the first time in the quarter. It was 5 for 5 in the first half. And now a technical foul has been called.
For who? Both Jalen and Booker are wondering what happened. On the replay, we see Devin trying to save the ball, which is a common basketball play. But then Caruso comes in, showing the tech sign, and the ref takes him for granted and hits Booker with it. This is blasphemous. Book had every right to be mad, and he called out his name in the postgame.
I heard Caruso tell him to call the tech, and he ended up doing it. So for my 11 years, I haven't called a ref out by name, but James was terrible tonight, through and through. It's bad for the sport, bad for the integrity of the sport. You know, I'll let you guys be the judge. Like, pull the clips, run it back. I'm surprised this is happening on national TV in playoff games. It just feels disrespectful to get to this point, to be treated like that. For me to even be saying something out loud, it's bad.
Anyway, the Thunder could care less about that, and they continued pouring in.
He's got 25, matching his output for game 1. It's up to 27, though, as he knocks down another mid-range shot. Their third best player. The lead has been extended. They're out and running again. Caruso gets it to fall.
Caruso puts OKC up by 21 points before heading into the final period. They led by as many as 26 at the start of the fourth, when Brooks decided to convert his rage into points.
Brooks, Joe, maybe flopped. Count the basket and one for Dillon Brooks. Brooks is open. His 3 is good. It's a 17-point game. And a timeout by Mark Daigneault. Crashes into the defender, gets the basket. He was a big part of that culture change as he hangs and scores. He's got 30, and the Suns are back within 15.
Wow, Dillon caught fire executing a personal 13-2 run to cut the lead to 15. He got 23 of his 30 points on 52% shooting in the second half. But the ugly truth is, it was too little too late for a positive outcome. Towards the end, SGA and the refs managed to rage bait him even more, to the extent where he was calling everybody in the post-game interview.
To be honest, I don't know if y'all should be interviewing the officials for real.
We would if we could.
That should be a new thing in the NBA. Officials gotta explain themselves, because it's getting ridiculous. You know, this is playoffs, a man's game. It's just physical basketball. I don't get why all the dropping and the falling and the flopping and the flailing and all this stuff is allowed to get to the playoffs. Like, don't decide the games on no free throws. Like,
Shai didn't mind any of that, as he finished the game with 37 points and 9 assists on 52% efficiency, leading his team to a 2-0 lead in the series. Moving on to Motown, where the Pistons and the Magic played a physical, gritty, scrappy, whatever you want to call it game, just like Brooks painted it.
Banchero pokes it out of Duran's hands. Here's Banchero against Cunningham. Goes inside. Blocked by Cunningham. Duran throws it ahead. Tobias Harris goes strong to the rim. Blocked inside by Carter. And Bain comes up with it. As you would expect, some excellent defense here between these two teams. Suggs with a little English off the glass. Miss a lot of shots. It's Carter. Blocked by Thompson.
It was a block party in Detroit, as neither team would permit any easy points. And you can say that this game was ugly at times, with 21 turnovers combined on 39% shooting between both teams in the first half. If anyone scored, it was on Muscles. So we're all tied at halftime, expecting to see more of the same in the second. But boy, I didn't think anyone could have foreseen what followed.
Cunningham, Carter on him. Bumps him, falling away. Difficult shot, he nails it, Cade. Cunningham, hop step, nice feet inside, and Duran throws it down. 4th assist for Cunningham. Kicks it out, stolen by Cunningham. Cunningham in the open floor, crossover, gets inside, draws the foul, banks it home. Oh, what a shot from Cade Cunningham.
Okay, a little 8-0 run fueled by Cade and company, no big deal, right? Well, just wait and see.
Cunningham floats it in, Duran. Thompson, stuff. 4 fouls. Tobias Harris, couple of dribbles, pulls up, jumper's good. Cunningham, Robinson, fakes, dribbles, fires. It's good. 3-pointer for Robinson.
Uh-oh, the Pistons extend their furious run to 18-3, causing panic at the Magic bench, and the crowd is loving it. But wait, there's more.
Pushing, Robinson, 3-pointer, puts it up, puts it in. It's an avalanche here in the third quarter for the Pistons, an 18-point lead. Ball poked away, Thompson picks it up, and Thompson throws it down. Cunningham throws it in, Duren guides it in, and a foul.
My goodness, the Magic got hit by a tsunami in the third quarter. I'm not even sure that I've ever uttered these words out of my mouth, but the Pistons pulled off a miraculous 30-3 stretch. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again, a 30-3 run by Detroit in a span of 7.5 minutes to completely blow the game way out of proportion. But the worst was yet to come for the visitors.
Suggs drive, shot blocked by Stewart. Picked up by Green, taken away by Suggs.
Jeez, Beef Stew erased this dunk attempt by Suggs. They totally shut down Orlando, forcing 7 turnovers and allowing only 1 basket out of 10 tries during this period of time. How do you recover from something like this? You don't. Things got out of control in the fourth for the Magic.
Eruption in the third. Banchero shot blocked, but a foul.
Another monster block by Stewart, this time rejecting Banchero, which was called as a foul at first. But thankfully, they got it right after the challenge. And to humiliate Paolo even more, Kate does this.
11 assists, 6 rebounds, and a beautiful move.
That's one of the nastiest inside-out dribbles I've seen all year.
He goes in and out over his shoestrings. Oh my God. You couldn't even see the ball.
He almost broke his ankles. The Pistons controlled the game ever since that epic run, but at least Banchero got his dignity back with this.
Here's Banchero, Stewart in pursuit, and Banchero throws it down with a foul.
Kudos to him for still having the will and the strength to go at Stewart after everything that happened in this game. And Isaiah appreciates it and claps back at him. For Detroit, this was a proper way to respond after that Game 1 letdown. Cunningham led the way with 27 points, 11 assists, and 6 boards on 58% from the field. And unlike the previous outing where only Tobias scored in double digits, in this game, 4 more Pistons had 10 plus points on a solid 46% shooting as a team. The Pistons haven't advanced beyond the first round in 18 years, while the Magic haven't reached the second round in 16. Luckily, they've met each other, and now one team is finally going to break an infamous spell. Let me know in the comments who's your pick. And I was sure who's my pick in the Spurs vs Blazers series, but after Wemby slammed his head on the hardwood in Game 2, things are not looking good for San Antonio. Click right here to check out exactly what happened there, and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.